Thank you for choosing to volunteer with Family Service Rochester. I'd like to welcome you to our online training. I'm Brenda Walker, the Director of Community Engagement. As we go through our training, I'd like to invite you to download the manual that we have online, which has all the materials I'm referencing during this training. First, I'd like to note that Family Service Rochester is a nonprofit organization, and we've been in the community since 1965. We have three main areas of services: those working with child welfare, children and families, counseling services, and services for older adults, helping them stay in their homes. We work with about 3,500 families each year. Volunteers have been a big part of our organization since the beginning and continue to be the backbone of many of our services. In fact, we work with more than 450 volunteers each year. I'd like you to know that we take the role of the volunteer as seriously as any other role at our organization. And we are committed to helping you find a meaningful and rewarding volunteer opportunity that matches your interests and skills. I'd like to tell you a little bit more about the organization. Our mission, vision, and values are listed here. And what's important to know is our values should really play out in the work that we do, both the work with our volunteers and our work with our clients. You'll see we value accountability, community, compassion, dignity, diversity, empowerment, excellence, responsiveness, and reliability. The next piece is about valuing partnership. And this is what I like to say is the how we do our work. And it's really what makes the organization different and special in my mind. It's the what we do is very important, but the how we do it is what makes us successful. And the how is all about valuing partnership and saying that we don't do anything to or for anybody. We simply partner with people to help them identify their goals, and then how do we work alongside them to reach those goals. You'll see that we value partnership and that knowing that everyone deserves respect. Everyone needs to be understood. Everyone has strengths, holding off on judgments, and sharing power. And then noting that partnership is a process. So we hope that you experience this partnership principles in your work with our staff and in our work with our clients. The next piece is the Volunteer Bill of Rights, and I'm not going to read all of these to you, but would just highlight that it is important to note how you should be treated as a volunteer. And we are very committed to you having a positive and meaningful experience as a volunteer. And if at any time that's not your experience, please do let us know. We want to keep you around. You'll see we have a wide range of volunteer opportunities. The majority of those have to do with our work helping older adults stay in their home. So whether it's delivering meals, giving somebody a ride, doing some work around their home, it's really focused on how do we help older adults stay in their homes and living there safely. We do want you to know that while you're a volunteer providing this service, we do ask our clients to contribute to the cost of the program based on their ability. So it's not anything you as a volunteer are involved in. You're never asking for money. We just wouldn't want you to be surprised to know that that's how we manage the program, how we keep it operational is by asking clients to donate according to their ability. You'll see we have other areas of volunteers, whether it's the Family Access Center helping provide supervised parenting times and safe exchanges of children, or work in our office and interpreting. Next is our confidentiality policy, and this is probably one of the most important things we go over in a volunteer training. And we just like to note that, the information you receive as a volunteer is private. The names of the people we're serving, what services they're receiving. And so we ask that you are very aware of keeping that confidential, of not letting that be shared or visible with other people. The other part that we like to highlight here is that part of our confidentiality policy is only sharing information on a need-to-know basis. So what that means is, as a volunteer, we provide with you the information you need to know to do your job as a volunteer. A lot of times we have more information about what's happening with a client or a situation, and we don't share that because of maintaining confidentiality. So if there's ever a concern, we do ask that you share with us your thoughts. We might not be able to share back with you what's going on, again, because of the confidentiality policy, but we ask that you keep that in mind. I'd also like to note that any information you obtain as a volunteer is to be kept confidential basically now and after you're done volunteering as with our organization. Thank you. So you'll note that we have a number of volunteer policies, and we would ask you to review each of those closely in the volunteer manual and let us know if you have any questions thereafter. And then we would like to note that as a volunteer, Olmsted County would say that you are a mandated reporter, required to report on any vulnerable adults or child protection issues. We have some more information about that in the manual. Our policy as an organization is we would ask that if you see anything concerning, that you please first contact us. Sometimes we have more information than we have shared. Sometimes we have already made a report, and sometimes you're providing new information. So we ask that you would just first contact us, and we can have a conversation about your concerns. And finally, we have a number of agency contacts. In addition to the program staff you work with, any of our directors would be happy to chat with you about any concerns or suggestions you have. Again, thank you for volunteering. Thank you for choosing Family Service Rochester, and we hope you have a great experience.